Ready to take your cloud computing skills to the next level and unlock the full potential of AWS. Whether you're a startup founder, an enterprise IT professional, or part of the public sector, having a solid understanding of AWS's global infrastructure is crucial. This video will delve into AWS Regions, availability zones, and the key components that make AWS a global leader in cloud services. With 77 availability zones across 24 geographic regions, AWS can provide the resilience and performance your applications need to succeed. Gain insights into strategically choosing a region based on proximity, services, cost, and compliance. Explore essential AWS components such as EC2 for compute, S3 for storage, and RDS for databases, and acquire the foundational knowledge to make informed decisions.
Let's discuss Introduction to AWS, Amazon Web Services. This module contains following topics, that is, first is Cloud Service Model. Second is AWS Introduction. Third is AWS Global Infrastructure. Fourth is AWS Region. Fifth is Replication of Data Between Regions. Sixth is AWS Availability Zones. Seventh is AWS Services. Eighth is Ways to Access Services. Ninth is Step-by-Step Hands-on Lab. 10th is Quiz. 11th is Summary. Let's discuss the Cloud Service Model. What is cloud? The cloud refers to servers that are accessed over the internet, and the software and databases. Cloud servers are located in data centers all over the world. By using cloud computing, users and companies don't have to manage physical servers. What is Cloud Service Model? There are three cloud service models. First is Infrastructure as a Service, IaaS. Second is Platform as a Service, PaaS. Third is Software as a Service, SaaS. Let's explain first Cloud Service Model's Infrastructure as a Service. In this model, a company rents the servers and storage they need from a cloud provider. They then use that cloud infrastructure to build their applications. IaaS is like a company leasing a plot of land on which they can build whatever they want, but they need to provide their own building equipment and materials. Let's explain second Cloud Service Model's Platform as a Service, PaaS. In this model, companies don't pay for hosted applications. Instead, they pay for the things they need to build their own applications. PaaS vendors offer everything necessary for building an application, including development tools, infrastructure, and operating systems over the internet. PaaS can be compared to renting all the tools and equipment necessary for building a house, instead of renting the house itself. Let's explain third Cloud Service Model's Software as a Service, SaaS. Applications are hosted on cloud servers and users access them over the internet. SaaS is like renting a house. The landlord maintains the house, but the tenant mostly gets to use it as if they own it. Examples of SaaS applications include Salesforce, MailChimp, and Slack. Introduction of Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is a secure cloud service platform which offers compute power, database storage, content delivery, and other functionality to help the business scale and grow. All over the world, AWS technology is implemented at various server farms and is maintained by Amazon. It provides 90+ services. Here the user is charged per hour only for the resources which he is using Amazon Web Services. Let's discuss the market survey of AWS. AWS covers total cloud computing, 33%. Azure covers 18%. Google Cloud covers 8%. IBM Cloud covers 6%. Alibaba Cloud covers 5%. Salesforce covers 3%. Oracle Cloud covers 2%. And Tencent Cloud covers only. Let's discuss service comparison. AWS, Azure, and GCP. Amazon AWS has the following service: S3, EC2, EC2 Container Service, Elastic Beanstalk, DynamoDB, RDS, and Lambda. Microsoft Azure has the following service: Blob Storage, virtual machines, container service, Azure App Service, Cosmos DB, SQL database, Azure Functions. GCP has the following service: storage, compute engine, Kubernetes engine, app engine, cloud data store, BigQuery, and cloud function. Let's discuss benefits of AWS, that is, cost-effective, easy to use, flexible, can support large organization, scalable and provides high performance, dominant market position, secure, reliable. Now we will discuss AWS Global Infrastructure. AWS Global Infrastructure consists of region and availability zone. With millions of active customers and tens of thousands of partners globally, AWS has the largest and most dynamic ecosystem. Customers across virtually every industry and of every size, including startups, enterprises, and public sector organizations, are running every imaginable use case on AWS. 24 launched regions, 3 announced regions, 77 availability zones, 1 local zone, 2 times more regions, 245 countries and territories served, 97 direct connect location, 216 points of presence. AWS now spans 77 availability zones within 24 geographic regions around the world and has announced plans for 9 more availability zones and 3 more AWS regions in Indonesia, Japan, and Spain. Let's discuss AWS region. Using Amazon RDS, you can store data in multiple locations. These locations are called availability zones. As a AWS region is a separate geographic area with a set of availability zones. It helps to isolate critical workload to avoid traffic in a location. You know, AWS services are spread across the globe in 21 geographical regions. How to choose a region? Amazon Web Services run on servers in data centers around the world. Data centers are organized by geographical region. When you launch an Amazon EMR cluster, you must specify a region. You might choose a region to reduce latency, minimize costs, or address regulatory requirements. For best performance, you should launch the cluster in the same region as your data. Its depend number of availability zones per AWS region. Sao Paulo is 56% costlier than North Virginia. North Virginia is the cheapest one among all. We'll select the region based on following points. Proximity. Choose a region closest to your location and your customer's location to optimize network latency. Services. Try and think about what are your most needed services. Usually the newest services start on a few main regions, then pop up in other regions later. Cost. Certain regions will cost more than others, so use built-in AWS calculators to do rough cost estimates to inform your choices. Service level agreement. Just as with cost, your SLA details will vary by region, so be sure to be aware of what your needs are and if they're being met. Compliance. You may need to meet regulatory compliance needs, such as GDPR, by hosting your deployment in a specific or multiple regions. Now we will discuss replication of data between regions. AWS local region is a single data center. AWS local region is used by the customers who need to replicate their data or application over greater geographic region. Amazon S3 replication enables automatic asynchronous copying of objects across Amazon S3 buckets. Select source bucket for replication and create a replication policy. Select your dataset for replication by object tag, prefix, or the entire bucket. Select a destination bucket in the same or different AWS region. Same region replication, cross-region replication. Owner override option. You can change the destination account or ownership. Cost optimized with storage classes. You can change the destination storage class. Let's discuss availability zone. An AWS availability zone is the logical building block that makes up an AWS region. There are currently availability zone 69, which are isolated locations data centers within a region. Each region has multiple availability zones, And when you design your infrastructure to have backups of data in other availability zones, you are building a very efficient model of resiliency. Advice for using AWS availability zones. If you distribute your instances across multiple availability zones and one instance fails, you can design your application so that an instance in another availability zone can handle requests. This is like an emergency load balancer without using an actual load balancer. In general, AWS availability zones give you the flexibility to launch production apps and resources that are highly available, resilient, or fault-tolerant, and scalable as compared to using a single data center. Having more options and backups is better. Now we'll discuss what is high availability. High availability refers to a system or component that is operational without interruption for long periods of time. High availability is measured as a percentage with a 100% system, indicating a service that experiences zero downtime. High availability consists of different aspects. Fault tolerance. It refers to the ability of a system of not suffering downtime even in case of failures. Warranty on service provided. Services must be always available, also applies to systems breakdown. Data security. Integrity of data contained in the infrastructure is ensured, and they must be reachable also in the case of malfunctions to people or processes. Why high availability is essential. A single point of failure is any component of the system which would cause the rest of the system to fail if that individual component failed. This would be a system that never fails. It's pretty rare with complex systems. Most cloud vendors offer some type of service level agreement around availability. Amazon set their cloud SLAs at 99.9%. The industry generally recognizes this as very reliable uptime. A step above, 99.99% or 4 nines, as is considered excellent uptime. Let's discuss AWS services. AWS compute components. Building and running your organization starts with compute, whether you are building enterprise, cloud native, or mobile apps, or running massive clusters to sequence the human genome. AWS offers a comprehensive portfolio of compute services, allowing you to develop, deploy, run, and scale your applications and workloads in the world's most powerful, secure, and innovative compute cloud. Now we will discuss some components. Virtual machine. In this two components, first is Amazon EC2. Secure and resizable compute capacity, virtual servers in the cloud. Second is Amazon Lightsail. Easy-to-use cloud platform that offers you everything you need to build an application or website. Serverless. In this have one components. Amazon Lambda. Run code without thinking about servers. Pay only for the compute time you consume. Container. In this also one component. Amazon ECS. Highly secure, reliable, and scalable way to run containers. Cost and capacity management. In this have two components. First is AWS Elastic Beanstalk. Easy-to-use service for deploying and scaling web applications and services. Second is Amazon Batch. Fully managed batch processing at any scale. AWS storage components. Amazon S3. Durable object storage for all types of data. Economical pay-as-you-go. No upfront investment, no commitment. Amazon Glacier. Archival storage for infrequently accessed data. Easy to use. Self-service administration, SDK for simple integration. Amazon EBS. Block storage for use with Amazon EC2. Reduce risk, durable and secure. Avoid risks of physical media handling. Amazon EFS. File storage for use with Amazon EC2. Agility, scale, reduce time to market. Focus on your business, not your infrastructure. AWS database components. Amazon RDS. Amazon Relational Database Service makes it easy to set up, operate, and scale a relational database in the cloud. Amazon DynamoDB. Key value and document database that delivers single-digit millisecond performance at any scale. It's a fully managed multi-regional, multi-master, and durable database. Amazon Redshift. Redshift makes it simple and cost-effective to run high-performance queries on petabytes of structured data, so that you can build powerful reports and dashboards using your existing business intelligence tools. Amazon Elasticache. It is an in-memory database that provides sub-millisecond latency to power internet-scale real-time applications. Amazon Aurora. MySQL and PostgreSQL-compatible relational database built for the cloud that combines the performance and availability of traditional enterprise databases with the simplicity and cost-effectiveness of open-source databases. AWS Network Components. Amazon ELB. Elastic Load Balancing is a networking architecture that automatically distributes incoming application traffic across multiple targets, such as Amazon EC2 instances, containers, IP addresses, and Lambda functions. Amazon Route 53. Highly available and scalable cloud domain name system web service. Route 53 effectively connects user requests to infrastructure running in AWS. Amazon CloudFront. Fast content delivery network service that securely delivers data, videos, applications, and APIs to customers globally with low latency, high transfer speeds, all within a developer-friendly environment. Amazon Direct Connect. Direct Connect is a cloud service solution that makes it easy to establish a dedicated network connection from your premises to AWS. Let's discuss ways to access AWS resources. To access AWS resources, Console. Simple web-based user interface. AWS has a different GUI for Android and iOS to access some of the services like EC2, DynamoDB, LB, Beanstalk, CloudWatch, and many more. CLI. Tool used to manage AWS resources and automate service management with scripts. Mac, Linux, and Windows OS support. AWS DKS provides an easy-to-use GUI to access and administer AWS infrastructure. SDK. All major programming languages has compatibility with AWS SDK, including Java, .NET, PHP, Ruby, Python, Go, C++, Node.js, and many more.
If you're interested in learning AWS, check out the link in the video description to get started on your journey to becoming an AWS Solutions Architect. Or please visit www.mindcypress.com for more options.